Hello, good morning. This is Scott. Today is Sunday the 12th. Hope you're doing well. Welcome to the meditation channel. Throughout these live streams, we're working on a kind of meditation practice that honors the whole being, and we take a kind of comprehensive approach to the body, the emotion, and your mind, and the relationship between us and the earth, and inside and outside. So today I'd like to talk a little bit about patience. I think patience is a very interesting skill. And what is patience to me? Sort of standard, it's the ability to wait and to delay gratification. I think with today's technology, it's very possible to satisfy impulses very quickly. So, like, for example, I can go online and I can order something and it will be delivered to me sometimes within 24 hours. And that's really fast, like I can, order this thing and then there, magically it appears, someone drops it off. There are things in life, though, that take time to develop. Imagine if you're a child and you weren't cared for by your mother and you were left to your own devices, sort of like raised in the wild. And the kind of attachment you would have to humanity would be very different. Human beings as infants are so dependent. We're so sort of dependent on one another, and especially our mother. And without that, you are you don't really develop good attachment skills. And some spiritual practice involves sort of this non-attachment idea. And how does this relate to patience? Well, from the standpoint of a child, we learn a lot about patience as children. And there's like a disservice that can be done to a child that gets everything that they want automatically, without learning how to wait. And then they grow up to be an adult, and all of a sudden they have to wait for things. And the kind of discomfort that can come from that is very underdeveloped. And so a good thing that meditation can provide is, if you're like an adult with that thing that I'm talking about, that you're working on with patience, or even if you're a child and you're working on patience, you're working on developing a relationship to the present moment and learning how to allow something to happen in the future. There is what's happening right now, and you may want it right now. But learning how to be in that kind of friction with the future is very useful in life, because we can develop a more mature understanding that all things happen in good time, and maybe we want something, but really there's something deeper that we really need, and we are never really paying attention to that. We're only scratching the surface of our life, satisfying one whim after another, and they just kind of bleed into the next thing that you're temporarily satisfied with. And real satisfaction is learning how to develop this, what I'm calling a kind of spiritual patience, or on divine timing, and learning how to become in alignment with the divine timing in your own life. So today we'll practice. We'll go for about 50 minutes, and we'll start with the eyes closed. Getting situated. And we'll start with some deep in-breaths through the nose and out through the mouth. Allowing the texture of your breath to reach all the way down into your pelvic floor. Three more. Very good. Just taking this opportunity to show up in this moment. Beginning to feel your body and the earth underneath you. Allowing your breath to return to your typical way of breathing. And we'll do a brief energy technique. So you're going to want to make sure your feet are crossed if they aren't already, sort of like overlapping. And you want to take your hands like this, bring your hands together, and then pull them up in the center of your chest, and breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. Great for balancing your energy field. Very good. And then shaking it out away from your body. You always shake away from your energy field. Great. And then tuning back into your physical sensations. Just noticing the effects of that exercise. And begin the process now of feeling and softening and melting. Feeling your body on the in-breath and the out-breath, softening, melting down into the earth. Beginning to smooth out the sensations in your body. Each breath wave a little bit smoother, a little bit softer. Just taking the time to be with your body. each opportunity of the breath just a little bit more present with each breath cycle. Beginning to notice how you notice your body and the earth underneath you. Begin to, if you like, to add a pause at the end of the out-breath before the next in-breath. You just let go into the field of your body. You just stop doing anything, just letting go, release. Very good. And then now we'll bring our attention up into our heart. Feeling your heart on the in-breath. In and around your heart. The back, the front, 360 degrees inside your heart. In-breath, feeling, out-breath, softening your heart. beginning to notice how you're feeling emotionally right now. Your emotions can sometimes be very strong, sometimes they're very subtle, and sometimes we are numb, and these are all valid states of emotion. Just becoming aware of your emotions right now. You could be experiencing any of the 5 main cardinal emotions like anger, sadness, fear, joy, or shame. And just accepting how you're feeling right now without trying to change, alter, eliminate, alchemize, or anything. Just noticing what your emotions are like right now. Just beginning to notice the qualities of your heart, how large your heart feels, the characteristics like the temperature of your heart, and how you notice it, how you pay attention to your heart. You can add a pause between the out breath And the next in-breath where you just let go into your own heart, into the energy field of your heart and the sensation of your heart. Just release. Very good. And then now we can spend some time in our head, feeling your head on the in-breath and softening in and around your head on the out-breath. Your third eye, your eyes, just moving, surfing around in your skull and softening on the out-breath. Letting go of and softening and melting tension in your forehead. Sometimes people have a lot of like a knot or a contraction in the center of their head. Just noticing what's going on for you in your own skull. And inevitably, thoughts will begin to come into view and work their magic on grabbing a hold of your awareness. thoughts can be like powerful, attractive magnets pulling you into them. And for meditation, we just recognize when that happens. Come back to feeling your head, because the feeling of your own head, your brain, your third eye, your crown, and even in some cases the throat chakra too, all contribute to your own personal magnetism and allow for your thoughts to come and go a little easier without becoming entangled with them. And you can notice how active your mind, how busy your mind is. And then you can, if you like, you can add in the pause between the out-breath and the in-breath. At the end of the out-breath, you can just let go and release into the field of your mind. Very good. And then now we'll practice with our eyes open. And just softening your eyes. And on the in-breath, you just feel outside of you, around you. And then on the out-breath, you feel inside of you, down through the center line of your body. In-breath around, out-breath down through your body into the earth. begin to add a pause in at the end of the out-breath between the next in-breath, and you can let go into the field of awareness around you, out into the land. Very good. And then from here we can set our prayers and our intention for the day. May this work that we do to transform ripple out into our own life and out into the community. Amen. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend with me, and wishing you a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.